Greetings, traveler.
Ah, buddy game. Beast, Demon, Dragon, Murloc, Pirate. So a bit of extra money from Rylak, Tethys, and Mycologist. It's like, what's that Murloc called again? So I pick a Zyrella, which in a buddy lobby makes sense because the only thing that matters is getting buddies. So you're just buying them a little cheaper. Makes it better for turn 3. Oh, no Elemental is actually huge. Coin in the shop is amazing. He's thinking whether he wants to nerf his 6-4 to get a coin. I think you could just hero power the monkey with the coin. The +1 gold is likely still worth it. No. I use the health more. Okay, that's already nice. Well, I guess you can... I guess you can really farm a lot with that thing. But no elementals. That is big. If you do not have elementals in the lobby, it means that you can farm scope reliquary. Probably level, but we do like Reno Buddy. He's considering the Reno plus the coin, just because it is very, very nice. Oh. Clever. Yeah, why not? And then freeze a dragon, because the shop is going to get refreshed and then it adds a dragon. I like this already. We already had... It's turn 2 and he's made 2 plays different already. He went for the Ysera Buddy, because he just values the tempo. And he really, really likes Reno Buddy, which I also do. But I generally feel like I have to level to 2 to get the money buddies faster. But Beater is able to look at it and say, yeah, I can hero power this minion, which allows me to buy the coin. It's pretty solid. So now we can level and hero power a Whelp, and that'll buff his Ysera Buddy again. You could also pick up the Reno Buddy pair if you care. We'll see what he values more. Just freeze. I guess if he hero powers the buddy, the Whelps will be added to the shop again. This is some cool tech. Dude, I like this. This is clever. I've never done this. Yeah, I've never done this. This is... I'm going to... so he repositions because the opponent's 3-on-3. He wants to deal more damage if they have a unit. But if you can just freeze the Whelps here, there's 2 guaranteed dragons and the Ysera will get 2-2. That won't refresh though, right? He would have to sell for banana, but probably not worth it. He could keep it and just refresh tier 4. Let's see. I don't think this should add stats to his dragon next turn, but maybe. Yeah, very cool to see how he's already made all these different choices. And it's a fun little tech. The freeze the dragon plus... Oh my god, wait, what? Look at his MMR this session. No, he just gains the stats. It doesn't have to be refreshed like blood gems. My god, that's amazing. So he just gets +4/+4 here, but he's thinking whether that's worth a roll. It was worth it last turn for sure because we just leveled, so we don't want to buy anything anyway. But I was just looking at his MMR. He started the session at 19.8 and now he's 20.3. Gaining 500 MMR when you are gaining sometimes under 30 points for a first is ludicrous. You can go 10 first places in a row and you are still significantly under the 500. And that's assuming 10 first places in a row with no losses in between, right? So he's up 500, which is like what? 15 or more first places in a row? Now, obviously he didn't do that. He also got some seconds, ooh, and a third. Ah, disgusting. But like, Jesus. It's what I said earlier, right? Where a lot of people don't realize just how much better these top level players are. This is not just like, oh, Beater is high MMR because he plays a lot. It's like, no. All right, so we can make minions golden. He's looking at Veil for a second. I guess he does have the buddy, but usually it's one of the 2 costs here, I guess, with Pagel and Elise. But at least hero power plus Veil, definitely not awful. He has some choices here. I'm gonna go with the Elise. That's a great value buddy here. They showed the stats in the comments a minute ago. 22 games averaging 1.18. Ridiculous. Okay, so we're gonna combine a Rana buddy with Elise to try and golden a high tier minion, I suppose. He's thinking about whether he sells for the spell, I'm guessing. Ooh, wow. And there's already so many options this game, but that's what buddy games do. He now has a chance to just go for the shipment, but there's another sunbeam. You don't average 1.18 when you play constructed. There's only 2 guys. That's funny. That's a great comment, actually. Ooh, scope. But we're on tier 4. But that's a reliquary. But he will... No, you triple it. Because you won't have scope anymore, right? You'd need reliquary on the board. Oh my god, bro. This is so cool to watch. So much money here. We can't cycle that if he wants a shipment, though. Are we just holding 2 drippies and freezing? Or we're just not freezing at all? Oh, we can use drippy with Elise. So he's just not even going to go shipment. He's just saying like, I'm going to get enough money anyway. It's going to be too much. But imagine it being turn 6 and you don't want a shipment. But that's what buddy lobbies do to you. There's so much to be gained by getting buddies that he's just like, well, a turn 6 shipment on tier 4 is just not good enough. But that means like you're going for some very, very high level plays if it's not good enough. Ooh, wait, how does a Rana buddy interact with Drippy? It's just going to be a 5-drop as well, right? Or does a Drippy just spawn a full board? Okay, so now he drops a Drippy. Well, we get that first. And now whatever is the highest tier minion in the shop will get golden by Elise.
Golden legendary.
He can make another one of those, right? If he gets another Drippy, he can do 3. No, he doesn't have enough money for... Well, no, he has the chef in his hand. With the chef in his hand, it actually works. Here is another Drippy. Yeah, I mean, just... Oh my god. Okay, so that's 3 golden Futurefins. Jesus. He also has money in the shop. Then we roll twice. 1, and then with the Drippy. That's a golden Futurefin. Play a Futurefin. That's money. Yeah, he just wants money because he knows he has to roll a few more times here. We're not buying that spell. We need all the money here. Oh, he gets 2 more gold. That's perfect. Okay, gotta pay close attention to the Elise here. 1 more roll. 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5. Drop the Drippy. Sell whatever you need to. Hold that Futurefin. Buff it with the Futurefin. And we're good. Turn 7. Triple golden Futurefin. You know, when I said that he wanted to do better than a single shipment on turn 6, I believe he did. Bounties? It's because it's the buddy. The buddy gives bounties. That turn was sorcery. Well, someone griefed the lobby really hard by having a 7-drop on the board. Someone griefed. Someone messed up, chat. Someone had a good card on the board in a beater lobby. Unfortunate for the lobby here. Now, he can't buff this Futurefin more and get value from it at the same time, so it's a little weird. I'm guessing we need to deploy the 3rd golden Futurefin here. But you oh, that's Drakkari. That's really good. I guess there's still ways to buff the Futurefins that are on the board. Can you do AoE buffs? Like Hackerman is an AoE buff. Azurite is an AoE buff. So there's okay there, buddy. Okay, Peter. That seems reasonable. Yep. Let's get some money. That's a free golden Brann when you have 3 golden Futurefins. I don't see anything wrong with that. That seems just perfectly normal to me. Reliquary is a very good minion, but can we buy it? We don't have spells yet. Nope. We're just rolling with Elise. Okay, another thingy with Bobby. Yeah, that's money. Yeah, get this dragon out of here. Get out of there, buddy. There's a Rylak, which is kind of cute, but... So he's got a base skill that he can buff, but I think he's just wanting to keep that Futurefin. Oh! He just holds it 1 more turn, right? Or not? What are we doing here? Yeah, he just holds it 1 more turn. 1 more turn. Totally scripted. Okay. I actually did not know any of the stuff. We just had like the Brann and the Drakkari and stuff, right? Peter's editor just told me like, yo, this is a crazy game. He's got some insane turn 7 stuff. So, getting a Brann from the Elise and getting a Drakkari, and also rolling Lucifron when you have triple golden Futurefin. These are also the games where... Wait, Coral is insane, right? Can he poet? He can poet. Man, there's options here. Poet. Poet actually goes stupid large. Yeah, we can just level now for sure. He could play Poet, Atrocity, or any amalgam next to Time Warp Coral, and that will make a huge Atrocity, and then he can put that Atrocity back in his hand when he triples it, and then that'll be like, oof. He doesn't really want it now because there's so much to think about here. We saw Beater just like pause there, which is rare, I would say. Like, he's actually taken a lot of time to think, and he's still playing way faster than almost anyone would. Because this position is just like, how do you navigate this? You have so many options. Like, he could technically milk this Futurefin in the hand one more turn, but I don't think we'd want to. We'll see. He's staying on tier 4 as well. I would have expected him to level. I guess I'm not 100% sure what we are pushing for. What's the goal here? Are we holding it one more time? Okay, another Lucifron. I mean, you got Coral for tempo. But you're holding such a big Futurefin. Okay. Wow. Mike? Okay. The USB port, apparently. So, sorry about that. He probably wants another Drippy. Oh, he's so far ahead of me, bro. It's so sad. And so cool at the same time, but also sad. Yeah, of course. So I'm just playing this from, oh, I have an amazing position I'm gonna level. But Beater is actually thinking like, oh, well, what I really need is 4th Futurefin. That's also why he kept the Elise for so long, I'm assuming. He kept the Elise for so long because he wanted to go Drippy again to make another Futurefin golden, to then play his huge golden Futurefin to buff that new golden Futurefin, to just go Futurefin, Futurefin, Futurefin. And then this is just like crazy, crazy scaling. All right, sells a small Futurefin here. Gets a golden Lucifron. Oh my lord, it's so much value, chat. It's too much value. Alright, just gonna go money for now. Gourmet's fun. He is just on tier 4 hunting. Now, it is really hard to hit a specific minion in Buddy Lobby. There's so many minions in. So the fact that he hit 3 Drippies is pretty unreal. But I think it also just set his baseline like, I hit 3 in 1 turn. How hard can it be to roll another Drippy, right? It should be quite difficult. But again, I can't blame him, right? He's actually gonna milk a few bananas out of this monkey. This is so funny. It's totally not needed, right? But he's just like, well, you know, I'm gonna cast the spells anyway. I may as well get some monkey value, right? Look at that, baby. Look at that huge monkey value. Who's ready for some bananas? Some bananas. Woo! Hashtag optimizing. Is he holding it again? It's a big minion, right? It works. Well, no, no. He's way smaller if he holds it. He's way bigger if he plays it, but he doesn't need to. He recognizes that the opponent is already going up against Coral with 2 huge Murlocs. Now there is a Reborn Leroy, so you know technically could go wrong, but probably not because you're also pulling this Futurefin. Yeah, it never goes wrong actually. So again, it's correct what Beater does. It's just clever that he's able to look at the situation and say, even though it feels unbelievably greedy to hold this, it's not, because if I play the coral and I pull it with base skill, I'm already not going to lose. So why would I give up buffs on my Futurefin? Okay, there's a Drippy. Because he's saying the bigger the Futurefin is, the bigger the future minion is going to be. 10 cards to hand, sure. Alright. That doesn't trigger off your own Futurefin, right? But the other person still has one. Snackfin there. You can Futurefin the Futurefin and then use that Futurefin to buff Snackfender. But Futurefin and Snackfender are kind of similar anyway. This adds cards to his hand, by the way. This thing to complete this quest, maybe. But Golden Buddy, Golden Snackfender. That might be the deciding. But the problem is he also has this coral, which also works really good with the Futurefin. Again, it's why I love watching these reviews. I don't envy his position, because how do you make the right call here? But the thing is, you don't even have to make the right call. You have to make a call that is good enough. So I think Beater here says, I have this Futurefin chain available to me, especially if I can keep finding more of these buddies. I'm not going to force the play with the Snackfender. And that is a tough call to make, right? There's a lot of stuff available to him there. You have to ditch that Reliquary anyway, yeah. So now all the stats are going to go on the Futurefin in the hand, which he then might use on the other Futurefin, which he then will probably use on the Ravager. Or we're going to skip that step altogether and just golden the Futurefin with the buddy and like the Togwaggle buddy, the one that steals, and just end up buffing the cleave already. I think it is all dependent on, you know, if he doesn't take damage here, which is really unlikely, he's a monster, then he can do Futurefin on top of Futurefin to just be even bigger. There's legitimate like 10 big plays that he's already done different than I would have, which just shows how good he is. Like, I'm not even talking about every play, like just 10 big decisions, right? Like not leveling to 5, holding the thing, right? It's just, okay, it looks like he is considering popping it now, but he can also just hold the Drippy in the hand. Oh my god, there's so many Futurefins. Oh my god, it's just so fun, bro. Now, because he has that Ravager in his hand, I don't think he can avoid buffing the Ravager unless he sells it. He could sell it. There's nothing that makes him buff Ravager, but it's a sweet buff target. So it depends a bit on how long the game is going to go on for. Next turn, it's pretty likely that damage cap is going to be off because we're killing Patchwork. Okay, he's just selling the Ravager. So he's just thinking, do I now bank that Ravager again? No. Rolling for another Drippy. Selling the Ravager is YouTube strats. Oh, I am all for it. I think it is great to see that we can see him push his luck. Mutinous is cool, but as long as you can just keep getting more Futurefins, it doesn't really matter. Chromie could get Futurefin, yeah. Nope. Because normally what you do is you Mutinous from the minion that you buff on top of your Futurefin. But if you can just use Futurefin to buff another Futurefin, you don't need Mutinous. And he's got 2 more Futurefins in his hand, so that's basically like having 2 Mutinous. Alright. Got a little bit of money there. He does need to play this Lucifron, so what are we going to see him sell for that? He could also just sell the Lucifron out of his hand and not care, but that's a golden Lucifron. I think he could sell Coral or something. Brann out. Oh, he's so reasonable, chat. Why is he so reasonable? That's a much better play than selling a Coral, obviously. Because he's like, well, it's Buddy Lobby. I probably have enough mo. 400k? 400k, right? Yep. Turn 12. But that is what is possible if you truly max the greed, but in a controlled fashion, right? Because he held that golden Futurefin in his hand for an unreasonable amount of time, but only unreasonable if you don't analyze the situation properly. Because again, he said like, well, I've got this Carl on my board. I've got this base skill. Am I losing? I'm not losing. Does that mean I have to play the golden one? I don't have to play the golden one, right? But any reasonable person would have already played it, right? Because he doesn't need this to win, but that is how you get 400k on turn 12, right? So what is the dream now? I'm not even sure if you want to go in this Futurefin right now, because he can play the 400k Futurefin and just buff his other Futurefin. Right? So I'm not even sure if you want to golden at this turn. Now, Beater is a good player, and it's turn 13. The damage cap is off. I don't think he wants to expose himself to scam where he just loses because the opponent... Oh my god. Do it. Please. Please just golden the Futurefin. Please. Just... He's not going to scam you. It's... Ah, there we go, chat. We're just going with stats. It's just stats. Beetle to play around scam. I like it. I like it. I like it. So I guess you sell Futurefin to play Futurefin and then golden Futurefin. So you can Futurefin your Futurefin and then Coral and then base skill. He's not even that vulnerable to scam. He's vulnerable to scam in the sense that he has 2 Lucifrons and a Drakkari on his board, which are not known for their combat prowess. Those are not the minions that do combat really well. But he's basically going to be unkillable when it comes to stats. Oh, he sells Drakkari? No, sell the weak future. It's only 2k Futurefin. Who cares? Sell the Futurefin. Come on. It's only 2k. You gotta keep that golden Drakkari. Come on, Beater. No! Stop being reasonable! Stop! No! Why? God, why? I can just feel the pain there, bro. Like, again, he's just analyzing the situation and he says, damage cap is off. This guy could technically have a bunch of base skills. If he does have a bunch of base skills, then, you know. Wait, are we stat capped or not? No, not yet. 1, 2, 3. It's 4 million? I think it's 4 million now. But he missed another 3 end of turn. Well, missed. He opted not to, again, because he's reasonable. He's unreasonable and reasonable at the same time. I would say from a winning position, right? From just wanting to win the lobby, which is obviously his goal, it's unreasonable to keep that Drakkari. But I would just try to get the biggest number ever, right? So I'm like, get small Futurefin, you're fired, you're out. All right, so it doesn't matter what he does from this point because he's fighting dragons. And as good as Stundrake is, it's not going to be this good. So I just want to have some fun. So we're playing that Futurefin, right? And we're selling the small Futurefin instead of the... We're not... Don't tell me we're selling a Lucifron here, please. Come on. I don't think I can survive selling a Lucifron here, chat. Come on. Yeah, sell that guy. That does nothing for you. 2,500 stats. Hot garbage, I say. Yep. My man. My man right there. Whee! And then the cool thing is he just has this atrocity lined up already, which is a Murloc, so it can get pulled by Blaze Skill. All right, so we got 4.2 million times 6. And then the Coral buffs your board like that. We actually have a bit more than 4.2 million because there's some remaining stats on the board. There's some change here. These little guys are some change. Billion is cap. 2.1 billion, yeah. Oh, offs. 25 million?
25 million stats!
Title should be The Futurefin Is Now. That's a fun title, but unfortunately it doesn't do the game justice. It's a title when the editor's just having fun, like, ha, The Futurefin Is Now. I get it, right? But it doesn't convey just how juicy this game is. This game is incredibly juicy. Like, you never see this, right? Freebooter Stundrake, yeah, good luck, brother. Oh, what is that? Your stats? I can still read them, nerd. Try having unreadable stats. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Your stats are readable. Should be ashamed of that. Readable stats, dance game. GG.